Should you have a legal right, no matter what state you live in, to access birth control? Well, we're going to find out tomorrow when the Senate is expected to vote on the Right to Contraception Act. This move comes just shy of 2 years after the Supreme Court struck down Roe versus Wade in the Dobbs decision. The Right to Contraception Act was introduced by and is supported by Senate Democrats and is meant to give all Americans the right to access contraceptive care, the right to use those contraceptives, and the right of healthcare providers to facilitate that care in the way they see fit. Now, this includes all forms of contraceptive care, including pills, IUDs, and Plan B. The bill specifically says neither the federal government nor any state government can infringe on these rights by limiting access to contraception or contraception information, or infringe on the healthcare professionals or facilities that provide that contraception. But why is this bill getting a vote now? Well, 2 reasons. One, this all stems from the Supreme Court's overturning of Roe versus Wade. That opened up abortion bans or abortion limitations in lots of states across the country. And as a sidebar to that, some lawmakers in several states have started to turn their attention to birth control. For example, lawmakers in Oklahoma proposed a bill this year that ultimately stalled out, which would have restricted access to birth control like IUDs and Plan B. It's also worth remembering that in his concurring Dobbs opinion, Justice Clarence Thomas suggested that the Supreme Court should revisit the case law that allowed the use of contraceptives nationwide. And the other reason this bill is expected to get a vote tomorrow is pure politics. In an election year, Democrats in the Senate want to put their Republican colleagues on the record with whether or not they support a law to protect access to birth control nationwide. Now, a similar bill was passed in the Democrat-controlled House back in 2022, but Senate Republicans at the time blocked that measure, saying the law could include pills that would induce abortion, so they couldn't support it. It is also very likely that Senate Republicans are going to block tomorrow's vote, too. In the meantime, House Democrats are trying to force a vote on a similar version of the Right to Contraception Act. They face an uphill battle, though, and it is unclear if they're going to be successful in getting their version of the bill to the House floor for a vote. But if you want to read the Right to Contraception Act, I will email it out to you tonight in my Newsgirl News Roundup email, so make sure you sign yourself up.